Could you rise for the salute of the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is convened in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act of New Jersey. Let the official minutes reflect that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by publishing a notice in the Asbury Park Press on Wednesday, January 8, 2020, the Press of Atlantic City, and the Star Ledger, and also forwarded to the Toms River Times, Toms River Patch, and WOBM. The town and WOBM News on Monday, January 6, 2020, and therefore posting same on the Town Hall Bulletin Board for such notices, and filing same with the Township Clerk pursuant to a resolution adopted by the Township Council on Friday, January 3, 2020. The meeting dates have also been posted on the Township's webpage. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Yurick.
Here.
Councilman Kopp.
Here.
Councilman Latano.
Here.
Councilman Roderick.
Here.
Councilman Turnbach.
Here.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Here.
Council President Maruka.
Present.
First item is the approval of minutes. We will first consider the December 23rd, 2019 minutes of the members who were present and will now call roll. Councilwoman, may I have a motion?
Move the minutes?
Second.
Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
We will now consider the reorganization meeting minutes of January 3rd, 2020.
Move the minutes?
Second.
Motion made by Councilwoman Yurick, seconded by Councilman Roderick. Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Councilman Kopp.
Yes.
Councilman Latano.
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach.
I have to abstain. I was out sick.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
Next on our agenda is the honoring resolutions and presentations. We have Dr. Martin Luther King Day.
Due to the fact that we were unable to get some people here for this evening for this presentation, we'd like to hold it to our next meeting on the 28th, and we will have a group here to present and to recognize Dr. King and Martin Luther King Day. Can we have a motion to table it till the 28th?
Motion to table to the 28th.
Second?
Motion to table till the January 28th meeting made by Councilman Turnbach, seconded by Councilwoman Yurick. Councilman Turnbach.
Yes.
Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Kopp.
Yes.
Councilman Latano.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
Next on the agenda is an ordinance of the Township of Toms River in the County of Ocean, New Jersey, amending and supplementing Chapter 68, the Division of Community Service, and Chapter 50, Department of Law Enforcement of the Township Code to reassign the Division of Community Service to the Department of Law Enforcement. First reading.
Move the ordinance on first reading?
Second.
Motion made by Councilwoman Yurick, seconded by Councilman Turnbach. Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach.
Yes.
Councilman Kopp.
Yes.
Councilman Latano.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
Next on the agenda is item 8, an ordinance of the Township of Toms River in the County of Ocean, New Jersey, amending and supplementing Chapter 46, Department of Health, Human Services, and Human Resources, and Chapter 56, Department of Recreation of the Township Code to reassign the Division of Youth Services to the Department of Recreation. First reading.
Move the ordinance on first reading?
Second.
Motion made by Councilwoman Yurick, seconded by Councilman Roderick. Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Councilman Kopp.
Yes.
Councilman Latano.
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach.
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
Item 9, an ordinance of the Township of Toms River in the County of Ocean, New Jersey, amending and supplementing Chapter 321, Games of Chance and Amusement Games of the Township Code to exempt local volunteer fire and first aid squads from license fees for bingos and raffles. First reading.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Ordinance, excuse me. Thank you, Ms. Maruka.
Motion was made by Councilman Roderick, second by Council Vice President Gagan. Councilman Roderick?
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan?
Yes.
Councilwoman Yurick?
Yes.
Councilman Kopp?
Yes.
Councilman Latano?
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach?
Yes.
Council President Maruka?
Yes.
Item 10, an ordinance of the Township of Toms River in the County of Ocean, New Jersey, amending and supplementing Schedule H, confidential employees of Section 147-1, salary ranges of Chapter 147, salaries and compensation of the Township Code, first reading.
Move the ordinance on first reading.
Second.
Motion made by Councilwoman Yurick, second by Councilman Turnbach. Councilman Yurick?
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach?
Yes.
Councilman Kopp?
Yes.
Councilman Latano?
Yes.
Councilman Roderick?
I'm going to abstain.
Council Vice President Gagan?
Yes.
Council President Maruka?
Yes.
Next on the agenda, we have the consent agenda. All matters listed under item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired on any item, that item will be considered separately.
A is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing the first one-year contract extension of an open-ended contract with Ocean County Recycling Incorporated for recycling services for the recycling and disposal of concrete, asphalt, and tree stumps received at the Municipal Recycling Center, commencing February 7th, 2020 through February 6th, 2021. B is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing approval to submit an extension of time request with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the fiscal year 2018 municipal aid grant for the elevation of 6th Terrace and portions of Harborside Drive and Spindrift Road project. C is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing award of contract for one new and unused spider lift, CMC 60 HD Plus, Arbor Pro for the Department of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds to All Access Equipment as sole bidder meeting all the bid specifications for a total contract price not to exceed $85,450. D is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing award of an open-ended contract to Ascend Construction Management Incorporated, who meets all the bid specifications for general construction and repair services in the amount not to exceed $150,000 per year based upon the bid specifications. E is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing the purchasing division to advertise for and receive proposals for services exempt from the bidding process for the calendar year 2020. F is a resolution of the Township Council certifying entitlement of a 100% disabled veteran status and providing that property taxes be canceled and/or refunded. G is a resolution of the Township Council appointing a regular member to the Rent Leveling Board. H is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing the Township of Toms River through the Toms River Police Department to participate in the Defense Logistics Agency Law Enforcement Support Office 1033 program to enable the Toms River Police Department to request and acquire excess Department of Defense equipment. I is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing taxicab licenses in accordance with the Chapter 457. J is a resolution of the Township Council authorizing the place-to-place transfer of plenary retail distribution license number 1507-44-043-006 issued to Overdue LLC located at 2016 Route 37 East in Toms River, New Jersey 08753. K is a resolution of the Township Council releasing maintenance guarantees for minor site plan known as Hanson Block 814, Lot 3, 20, and 29 at Route 37 East. L is the resolution of the Township Council accepting performance guarantees for a major site plan known as Lester Glenn Auto Group, Mazda Dealership, BRK LLC, Block 644, Lot 40 at 101 Route 37 East. M is a resolution of the Township Council accepting performance guarantees for a major site plan known as Bandwagon Diner, Block 794.02, Lots 1 through 6, 16, and 17 at 2500 Route 37 East. And is a resolution of the Township Council accepting performance guarantees for a major site plan known as Academy Lines LLC, Block 165, Lot 9 at 2253 and 2271 Lakewood Road. O is a resolution of the Township Council accepting additional performance guarantees for the installation of monuments at a major subdivision known as 1209 Church Road LLC, Block 410, Lots 2, 8, and 9 at 1209 Church Road. And P is a resolution of the Township Council releasing performance guarantees for a major site plan known as YNA Associates, Block 507.52, Lot 24 at 651 Route 37 West.
Thank you, Destiny. Anyone on the council have an item on the consent agenda they'd like to speak about separately or have a conflict? Anyone from the public have an item on the consent agenda they'd like to speak about? Council, what's your pleasure?
Seeing none, I move to move the consent agenda.
We have a-
Second.
Motion made to move the entire consent agenda made by Councilwoman Yurick, seconded by Councilman Kopp.
No.
Roderick. Councilman Roderick.
Councilman Roderick. I'll learn it. Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Councilman Kopp.
Yes.
Councilman Latano.
Yes.
Councilman Turnbach.
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
Next, we have the reports. For the Bailey Golf Course for the month of December of 2019 at $53,502.47 as compared to 2018 at $50,838.93. The Bailey Golf Course, the year-to-date through December of 2019, $1,229,969.34 as compared to 2018 at $1,138,710.78. The Winding River Ice Rink for the month of December 2019, $111,448 as compared to 2018 at $130,481.50. Winding River Ice Rink, the year-to-date through December, $924,961.62 as compared to 2018, $907,357.55. The building permits for the month of December of 2019 at $304,993 as compared to 2018 at $204,524, and the building permits the year-to-date through December of 2019 at $2,666,686 as compared to the year before at $2,437,186.
Move the reports.
Second?
Motion made by Councilman Turnbach, seconded by Councilman Yurick. Councilman Turnbach.
Yes.
Councilwoman Yurick.
Yes.
Councilman Kopp.
Yes.
Councilman Latano.
Yes.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes.
Council President Maruka.
Yes.
Next on the agenda is the approval of the bills.
Move the bill list.
Second?
Motion made by Councilman Turnbach, seconded by Councilwoman Yurick. Councilman Turnbach.
I'd abstain from PO 20-0002, payable to magistrates, and PO 19-06858, payable to law office of Dasty McGuckin. I'm a local attorney in Toms River. I have conflicts with both of those. Yes to the balance of the bill list.
Councilwoman Yurick.
Abstain from PO 19-06855, payable to Remington and Vernick, and PO 20-00002, item 19, only as it relates to recreation salaries. Yes to the balance.
Councilman Kopp.
I abstain from 20-0057 and 20-0056, as I was not involved in the resolution of this. And yes to the balance.
Councilman Latano.
Yes, with the following exceptions. I've got 19-06606, 19-06855, 19-06858. I have conflicts. 20-00056 and 20-00057, because I was not there for the resolution. Yes to the balance.
Councilman Roderick.
Yes.
Council Vice President Gagan.
Yes, with the following abstentions: purchase order 20-00056 and 57, as I also was not on the council for the resolution of that matter. And yes to the balance.
Council President Maruka.
Abstain to PO 19-06858, payable to Dasty McGuckins, Attorney at Law, and PO 20-00112, payable to NJMVC, and 20-00002, only to line item number 94, payable to NJMVC Lease Program. I have a conflict. Yes to the balance.
And next we have elected officials' comments.
Mayor Hill.
Thank you, Maria. I'd like to introduce our new CFO who started this week, Alex Davidson, if you stand up. And also want to thank Terrence and the council for pushing the 32-degree law, which was passed by the Assembly on on Monday. Terrence was sitting next to Assemblyman McGuckin when he cast the vote, and kudos to Terrence for following through on that. Lori and the entire council, as you know, I think we set the standard for Code Blue in the state of New Jersey, so we certainly took the lead, and we've gone a step further in making 35 as our Code Blue. So congratulations to the council.
Thank you.
And next Tuesday at 6 o'clock in the Hirschbaum room will be the Meet Mayor Mo meeting. So you get your shot at me, so please, any of the residents that would like to come, we're gonna do the first one probably from 6 to 7 or 7:30, but it'll be in this room. It'll be the third Tuesday of each month, the meeting in between the council meetings. So I want to get feedback from the residents, good and bad, unvarnished truth. That's all I have. Thank
And
you.
I'm sure you will get it.
I hope so.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilman Turnbuck, why don't you tell us about your day yesterday?
First, I want to say I was out for the reorg meeting, and other than being sick, nothing stressed me more because I wanted to be here. And so I want to congratulate Mayor Hill, Councilman Latano, Councilman Kopp, and Councilman Gagan, and tell you that I'm honored to serve with you, and I'm thankful to have this opportunity. A lot of the public doesn't know, Matt Latano and I are neighbors and friends. And I've developed friendships through Matt with Josh and Kevin. And I had the opportunity, being Matt's neighbor, to watch the effort that they put in both the primary and general election, because I'd be going out to get my paper in the morning, and I would be watching Matt get picked up by Josh and Kevin, and they were going to walk and knock on doors. And I saw that from probably May all the way up to the election. And all I can say to them is that if you bring the same effort to this job that you brought to both the primary and the general, that the residents of Toms River will be well served, and I know you'll do that. So I'm looking forward to this time to serve with you, and congratulations. Turning to some other comments, first with Code Blue, we're very happy to have the Assembly Bill A6056 and the Senate Bill S3422 passed and to be considered for signing before Governor Murphy. And I really want to thank Assemblyman McGuckin, who brought me down to the floor yesterday, allowed me to sit there and observe this lame duck session. Very, very impressive and very kind of him. And I always appreciate the bipartisan support and effort. So Assemblyman McGuckin was a sponsor of the Assembly Bill and deserves credit and thanks. Obviously, the big issue we're facing here in Toms River right now is the school funding. And I think it's got to be a focus of this council. It's constantly in the papers, it's constantly in social media, because it's probably the most, if not one of the most important issues facing our township in the next year. And we all read yesterday or the day before that the governor had vetoed the bill that was supposed to hopefully give us some relief by allowing us to go above the 2% cap. So I'm just going to urge the council that I think we've got to do everything we can do on our end to try and support and focus on school funding. And that may mean making some hard choices. We're going to have to take a look at our government and how we can function better, maybe at times more lean. Maybe we have to consider cuts in an effort to try and provide some relief that can hopefully help with the school aid. One of the things I think we can do is consider possibly a liaison to the Board of Education, some form of a committee where we have a constant line of communication and we know what's going on with the Board of Education. One of our Board of Education members is here tonight. But we should have some constant flow back and forth so that we understand what we can do as a council to help. Been looking around and trying to study the issue. One of the things we may be able to do in Brielle, actually, Brielle has something called the Brielle Education Foundation, and what that is Brielle has established a nonprofit 501c3 where they allow the residents of Brielle to donate to the 501c3. The monies are utilized for school, not the core, but for any other things like sports, arts, extras. And the people that donate to that 501c3 get the benefits of a tax deduction or a tax write-off. So I think what we've got to do in this time is think outside the box and do everything we can do on the council to know that we support what the Board of Education is doing. We support our students and our families here in Toms River. So I'm certainly open to do whatever I can do, and I know we as a council all feel the same way. So the mayor has been a constant supporter of our schools. He's been down to Trenton. He's been speaking to Senator Sweeney. So whatever you need from us, Mayor, we're here to do. And thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Turnbuck. Councilman Gagan?
Again, thank you for the kind words. I can speak for myself as well as the rest of our team. We are looking forward to a very good year working with everyone. The schools, as you touched on, are very important to each and every one of us in the community at large. And, you know, we're up here. We may have to make some tough decisions, and, you know, we are prepared to make them. Looking forward to, you know, the 100 days and, you know, what we have in store. So that's all. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilwoman York?
I wanted to congratulate Councilman Turnbuck, and Mayor Hill also worked on the 32-degree Code Blue legislation. It was really a great effort that Toms River made a difference. That came straight from us. So congratulations on your hard work. And to echo Councilman Turnbuck's comments about the school funding and also what I said at reorg, that we need to look at whatever the township can do, so including shared services and offering more arts and sports services through the township if possible, through the recreation department, whatever we can think of to assist the school to be able to continue programs that really aren't just extras. They really facilitate learning and camaraderie and investment in learning when you have those activities. Mayor Hill always talks about his football years, and I'm sure that that actually helped make him a more dedicated student when he was at Rutgers. So anyway, absolutely agree. We'll do whatever it takes. So.
Thank you. Councilman Latano?
Thank you very much. Again, congratulations to Councilman Turbach for his success with Code Blue bill. On January 22nd from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, there will be an opportunity to hear about a wonderful program here in Ocean County called Literacy New Jersey. You can learn about Literacy New Jersey by meeting volunteers and hearing about the success with their students. It's going to happen in Mancini Hall in the Ocean County Library next Wednesday, January 22nd from 11 to 1. Also, I wanted to bring up, and Mayor Hill had already done it, about his Meet the Mayor, the third Tuesday of every month from 6 to 7:30. The first meeting will be Tuesday, January 21st, right here. And myself, Mayor Hill, and some of the other councilmen have been brainstorming of ways to save the township money with the issues with the school system and the taxes. So in the very near future, we're going to be presenting the town with opportunities to save some money for the township. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilman Roderick?
I just wanted to thank Councilman Turnbuck and Mayor Hill for their leadership on Code Blue. You guys have made a real difference in the lives of people, and I'm glad to have been a part of that as well. And other than that, I have nothing else this evening.
Okay. Thank you. Councilman Kopp?
I'd just like to recognize Councilman Turnbuck on his work with Code Blue. I think that the movement of that bill is a reflection of you yourself, along with the people that stand beside you to help for the less fortunate. Like to echo regarding Mayor Hill and January 21st from 6 p.m. to 7:30. 7:30, Mo. We would love the residents to come out there, talk about, what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. I think that open dialogue with our residents is something that this team is going to bring, and this council, along with the mayor here, is going to bring to this town. And we look forward to talking with Mayor Hill after that date and the suggestions that you bring to the table. And that's all.
Thank you. I too want to echo the sentiments of my fellow council mates in congratulating, Councilman Turnbuck, Mayor Hill, but also Councilman York, who was part of the initial movement of getting Code Blue going. And it was nice to see something that was a bipartisan effort that was done for the citizens of this community. And we all hold the schools near and dear to our hearts. Mo talks about his grandchildren and everything. I don't even have children, but I had nephews that attended Toms River schools. And it's important that our schools are strong. Mayor Hill always talks about that three-legged stool, and the schools are one of the legs that helps support our community. If we don't have strong schools, we do not have strong work ethic for our children. We don't give them the opportunities to flourish. Councilman Hurek talked about the arts and sports. That's what you can teach them academics, but you have to teach them life skills. You have to have a well-rounded child that can flourish and go out and become a vital member of this community. So I also pledge the support of this council and anything we could do within our means to help our counterparts at Toms River Schools. And at that note, I will open it up for public comment. We have a 5-minute rule for public comment. Anyone that wants to come up to the mic, please raise your hand. When you're called upon, come to the mic and state your name and address for the record. For the greater good, anyone have any comments this evening? Michelle.
Good evening, Michelle Williams, 111 Tiller Drive, Toms River. I look forward tomorrow evening at our board, Toms River School Board meeting, to bring all of your comments of support. I know it does my heart good to hear that, because we are facing an uphill battle. And as Councilman Turnbuck said, a coalition would be a wonderful idea. In fact, not only of our town, but how about all the other towns that support our South Toms River, all representative from all of the towns with our leadership in the school to try to tackle this problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Comments?
Seeing none, I move to close the public portion of the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Council's pleasure.
Move to executive session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
6:30 on the dot. Whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances to discuss matters requiring confidentiality and/or of a privileged nature, and whereas the Township Council is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, now therefore be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Toms River in the County of Ocean and State of New Jersey as follows. The Township Council will now conduct a private executive session. The general nature of the subject matter to be discussed and/or acted upon is as follows: matters of personnel, matters of litigation, attorney-client privilege, and land acquisitions. The following specific items to be discussed and/or acted upon are as follows: the executive session minutes review of December 23, 2019, personnel issues at the Township Clerk's Office and Administration, the review of status of all real property acquisitions, the Lipschitz Hecht litigation, and 1940 Route 9 LLC versus Toms River discovery issues. It was voted upon to go into executive session at 6:30 p.m. Motion made by Councilman Yurek, seconded by Councilman Roderick. With all in favor. Do I have a motion to go back into public session? All in favor?
Aye. Motion for the meeting of December 23rd?
All in favor?
Just the four voting.
That's correct. Okay, so motion made by Council President Maruka, second by Councilman Turnbuck. Councilwoman Maruka?
Yes.
Councilman Turnbuck? Council,
Woman?
Councilwoman Yurick? And Councilman Roderick?
Yes.
And do I have a motion to close?
Motion to close, adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 7:33 PM.